Welcome! We hope you were able to download the slides successfully. Today, we will unlock graphics using OpenGL with Microsoft's Visual Studio for our instructions procedure. Next slide. It will be presented by myself, Matt Catan, as well as by Serene Johnson. Next slide. OpenGL is a software interface used to deliver multidimensional objects into a frame buffer for graphics hardware. This instruction procedure will be implementing the Microsoft version of OpenGL in Visual Studios, as I mentioned earlier. In addition, its goal is to provide a space that programmers can make, number one, still, and two, three-dimensional or 3D color images. OpenGL was designed to be compatible for all our hardware and operating systems, but it's primarily for C++ and C programmers who are interested in pushing the boundaries of high-quality still and 3D animated color images. Should the programmers want to be proficient in OpenGL, they need to become familiar with both, number one, message-driven architecture, and two, Windows graphical user interface. The setup of OpenGL is very simple and can be accomplished by beginning software programmers. However, the use of OpenGL is a skill to be acquired, and to be proficient, one would need to be fairly knowledgeable in either C or C++ programming languages. As C++ is not a default language in Microsoft Visual Studio, this procedure will focus only on including C++ code in the Visual Studio project. This, as a forewarning, only goes through instructions to implement OpenGL. It will not teach you, however, to use OpenGL. OpenGL is meant to, lastly, run both on Mac and PC. Next slide. Some definitions for you. The first definition we have is software interface. In computing, an interface is a shared boundary across which two separate components of a computer system exchange information. The exchange can be between software, computer hardware, peripheral devices, humans, and a combination of these. The second definition is message-driven architecture, also known as event-driven architecture, and we'll just use EDA for short in this video. But it is a software architectural pattern promoting the production, detection, consumption of, and reaction to different events. And events can be defined as a significant change in state. The last of the three definitions we will go over today is Windows Graphical User Interface. In computer science, a graphical user interface, or GUI, is a type of interface that allows interaction with electronic devices through icons, graphical icons, and visual indicators, such as secondary notation, as opposed to text-based interfaces, typed command labels, or text navigation. Next slide. Next, Serene will go over the list of materials that are needed to do this.